Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda Ray, and whenever I was 17, almost 18 years old, I left the polygamous cult that I was born in. If you're interested in hearing my stories on that, I will leave the links to the videos in my description box down below. But today, if you were here yesterday, we talked about the 10% forms that all cult members are required to sign to be a member of the order. And I had my cousins Allison and Michelle help me dive into the 10% form. And today I have just my cousin Michelle, because Allison stepped off the screen for a second to help her baby. We're going to be talking about the wills that order members are required to sign before they die. So you're going to see a pattern in these forms that are coming out on my informational episodes. They all have something to do with money. I think I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I'm just going to say it again since we're on the topic of the wills. My mom's dad, so my grandpa, he was never really a part of the order, especially in his younger years, wasn't very involved with it, but his sister ended up marrying the leader, Brother Ortel at the time. So he started coming around the order, and his daughters were coming to the dances, which eventually was ultimately the reason why my mom and her sister ended up marrying my dad and joining the order, because they were around it. Even after that, though, my grandpa never joined. He never really wanted to be a part of it. He actually got baptized in the LDS church. But then as he got older and he couldn't take care of himself, the first wife volunteered to take him into her home with her 15 kids. His health started to decrease, and we started seeing signs of Alzheimer's, and he ends up joining the order. Not long before he passes away, my dad brings a form for my grandpa to sign. I know this story because there were witnesses that told me this story. They said that my grandpa wasn't even coherent, that his signature on this will that they were having him sign was just a squiggle because he barely could even hold a pen. So they made sure that he signed that will right before he passed away. My grandpa had a lot of assets and a lot of money saved up. He had given my mom her home and the first wife her home. He had multiple properties. And when he signed that will, he was basically signing everything over to the order. When he passed away, the order got all of his assets. So this will be the first time I'm actually looking at the will that they had my grandpa sign. My whole purpose of making these informational episodes is so, yes, I want outsiders to understand what's going on inside this cult, but my main goal here is to inform order members what you're actually signing. You end up dying in the order, this is the form that you're going to sign, and this is ultimately what will happen to your assets after you die.
I make no provision herein for any of my children or their descendants, whether in being or born hereafter, whether specifically named in Article 1, Article 2, or are not named, as I have confidence that each will be adequately provided by other means.
So basically none of my family will get any of my money.
Yeah, because they'll be provided for. So don't worry about it.
Right now we're going over the will that they make everyone sign in the order before they die. They just made my mom sign this recently.
Oh my heck. And I remember my dad talked to us about this in a girls' meeting, and he highlighted this part and he laughed at it. If any heir, descendant, creditor, or any other person or entity shall contest my will and are found to be entitled to any portion of my estate, I hereby declare my intent that such contestant shall receive $10 only. My dad laughed and said, you're not going to get anything except $10, so you might as well not even fight us on it.
Yeah, that's what happened. So with my grandpa, he wasn't a part of the order, and then he went like senile, and they had him sign all of this stuff when he was senile, and then he died. And then he had a bunch of kids that were on the outside that came to the funeral thinking that their names were on the will, which they were previously, but the $10 thing happened. All of them got $10, and they were so upset. But the order acted like it was what my grandpa wanted. But I 100%
because that's what it says.
He didn't know what he was signing.
Well, even they don't read this when they have them sign it. They just like, hey, sign this here, sign here.
Yeah, and where's the front page? Should we go over all of it? I guess I'll just show like screen grabs of everything, but maybe we'll just go over the main parts. I am married to so-and-so. These are my children now living, but basically none of them will be getting any of that.
Yeah, and it says children that I have named and not named, and who were born as I write this or after I write this. That's what it said.
Then none of them will get any of this estate. It all goes to the church.
Somewhere it says
it's a donation to the church.
They will donate it to the church. Everything that they have is given as a donation.
Okay.
So maybe that's what my dad had my mom do after he died. Maybe it was this. Because I know he had them fill out who they wanted to watch their kids. But it sounds like he could have
At
had them
what
sign this will.
age did they start making people sign wills? Just when they think they could go?
Yeah.
Because they just made my mom sign a will. And I almost wonder if it's because they wonder...
Probably because you guys all left and they like, we gotta hurry and get her to sign it as soon as possible.
and then they know that we're going to put up a fight.
And they couldn't do it as soon as, right after you guys left, because then it would be like, well, why are you having me do this now? And she might be like questionable.
They were already doing so much to her, though, like taking away her job, getting rid of her house. I think they were just getting rid of all the other stuff first, and then they're doing the will later.
Yeah.
But, wow. This is so sad. How does this hold up in court? That's what I'm wondering. And here's what I heard with my grandpa.
It's a will.
Yeah, but with my grandpa's thing, there was 3 people on my grandpa's will. And the brother that was on the outside. And everyone that came and only got the $10 was telling the brother to fight the co-op and to get the money. And he probably could have, because he was originally on the will before the senile and all that. But they intimidated him.
He could have took it to court and had his medical history and said, look, he was not even capable of holding a sentence.
Yeah.
So how is he doing this will? He could have took it to court, but...
Yeah. But I think he was so busy with his own family, and then the co-op
and life
was
gets ahead of you that you don't do you really want to go fight in court
when you're a parent too? It's like, okay,
for something that who knows if you're gonna end up getting it or not.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave on the screen just like slideshow of all of these at the very end, so everyone can have proof of everything that is in the will that the order people are supposed to sign. Oh, they have to have witnesses sign too.
Yeah.
Which is all order members.
Yeah.
All cult members. And then a notary. We must have a lot of notaries in the order, notarizers or something.
Yeah.
Because they're all order members that are involved.